just the topic because every time my husband go to cutting up onions, even me, it ain't even just about my husband. It's about anybody if you're in the kitchen and they cutting up onions. So today's topic is why do onions make you cry? Somebody, I was googling like what could prevent you from crying when cutting onions. That's like for any cook or I said that's for any cook or anybody that loves to be in the kitchen. The first thing they got to grab is an onion. I feel like mostly because all the dishes they always using the onion for everything, right? Onion is always on a lot of dishes. So my thing is, what's inside the onion that makes us cry? What's in the onion that makes us cry? That's the topic of today. What's in the onion that makes us cry? The part of the onion that causes tears is the root end. So they said you got to cut out the root end, which contains a high concentration of compounds that are released as gas when cut. This gas combines with moisture in the air to form a mild sulfide acid, which irritates the eyes and causes the body to produce tears to wash it away. Okay, well, how can we avoid this? The root of the onion stores the tear, inducing sulfur based gas as a defense mechanism. When you slice into the onion, especially near the root, you break open the plant cells and release the gas. I didn't know that. The chemical reaction, the gas interacts with the water in your eyes, creating a mild sulfide acid. This irritates the cornea, triggering pain receptors that send a signal to your brain. Didn't know that either. Well, do you have a solution? What is the solution? Your brain responds by making your eyes tear up to dilute the acid and wash it away. Well, what is the solution? What can we avoid? How to stop eyes stinging from onions? Chill the onion before cutting. Is that putting it in the refrigerator? Water protected eyewear like goggles and working at well ventilated area. Well, every time I feel like I don't know, cause y'all talking about ventilated area, and I'm reading this from Google, but I just feel like even if it's the area big, I feel like it's still it's hot. Damn, it seems like you just made me. I ain't got no damn I just did. It's definitely strong, but my thing is, see, this is the thing. My mama used to say, "You so ugly, you make an onion cry." That hurt my feelings. To this day, I always just tip. It was child abuse. My mama said I was so ugly. She said I was so ugly, I made the ugly cry. And I'm like, damn, man, I had to be ugly as hell. I had to be one ugly child. So anyway, as my husband cut these onions, we put on shade. And my husband like, these shades ain't working 'cause they say put on goggles. So I'm thinking about is like if a person say, well, what should you get your husband for Christmas or for Father's Day? I have two things up my sleeve that I will be getting my husband for Father's Day, and that will be the goggles to protect his eyes while he's cutting up onions. I might get me a pair because it seems like when he cut the onions, I go to crying, sneezing, all that kind of stuff. So what I just read, I'm glad I read the definition on it, but I thought that I could just put the shades on, and I guess because it's not covering. Oh my God! I guess because it's not covering, it's just not. Huh? Oh, they did say goggles. But I just don't like it. So, what are your thoughts? Like, what do y'all do when y'all cut onions? That's what I want to know. Like, what be like? Do you run away from the onions? And who? I get tired of crap. And then if you rub it the wrong way, and that's why I don't even want to rub it because if you rub it the wrong way, I feel like you just do that one look. Onion, I think you know what? I think that could be a weapon. I think an onion is a weapon. I think you can literally use the onion for a weapon. What y'all think? They say don't be in closed in spaces. Still, when you at your house, it still make you cry. So we in the semi truck. Y'all know today's show is about why do an onion make us cry. I already read y'all. You might have to rewind it back and go back and see what was the definition, or you could just use your phone and Google it real quick. But my thing is, when you rub them,
What about the green onion? I'm on green onions now.
I don't think the green onion be as bad. To be honest, I really don't think I really don't think the green onion be as bad. Like that, no, that ain't nothing. That onion ain't nothing. But oh, I don't Himalaya salt. Yeah. So what they want to
Boy, use the
know?
salt
They want to know what
with
are
the
you
water.
cooking?
Or I'm cooking a Tuscan creamy chicken soup.
What's that?
A Tuscan creamy chicken soup.
See, there's a man here. It
Yeah,
be him, y'all.
yeah,
The video was based on why I
yeah,
make an egg fry. And then he read me off with I asked him
yeah,
what he's cooking and why he need all these
yeah.
onions, I guess. And I just
Tell them
need
again what I'm cooking.
a rustic cooked chicken soup.
Tuscan, Tuscan creamy chicken soup.
Okay, maybe that will help. But anyway, so he's cooking again one more time because I still didn't get it.
Tuscan creamy
Tuscan creamy
chicken
chicken
soup.
soup. That's what he's cooking. That's why I started crying. I hate when he cut onions. Normally, when he's cutting onions, y'all know because I'm inside or I'm in the back, I normally just try to put the covers over my head until he's finished cooking. And it seems like
I
it be
said I
so strong
miss
half of the time. And I feel like
her.
it still gets in. I feel like it do still gets in. What you think?
I said I miss her.
And onions also make your nose. Yeah, see, yeah, that's
Hey
what I'm
woman,
saying.
is you listening?
Oh Jesus!
I said I
But
miss you, baby.
I just don't understand. I feel like it should be a solution for everything, and I don't think that everybody. I, don't- I don't know how to say it. Just buy you some goggles. My thing, just buy you some goggles and get it over with. And I think that that's part of his gift that he's gonna get for Father's Day or Christmas. Matter of fact, might be next week because he always cooking. I'm buying them goggles, and I went on Amazon probably a year ago for
Oh,
the
don't buy me
same
no dollars for Father's
situation.
Day. Don't
For
buy
the
me no dollars
same
for Father's Day.
situation, I went and I looked up onion goggles.
I
I
don't
know
want no
y'all
T
like,
shirt. I
girl,
don't
you could
want
have
no
just bought
boxes.
any goggles. But I did. I looked up onion goggles because it got to be a solution. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks about this when he's cooking or pretty much because I put the cover on my head and sometimes the whatever the fume is still just like seeps
You got to
through.
put the heat on when you cut onions.
What?
Yeah,
I feel like since I put the owl on, it dimmed it down.
yeah. You put it on 80 and
Why would
you
you
good.
put man? Go ahead, over. At this point, I like that now. I like that, but I don't know. Me, I cry like a crybaby. They say crying is what makes the dish special. Yeah, if he said a Tuscan creamy ice, what?
Man, go ahead on,
A
dog.
Tuscan creamy soup? What?
Yes.
Oh, he's cooking a Tuscan creamy soup.
Tuscan, baby. Tuscan.
Tuscan, what that mean? Got him. Got him. Tuscan creamy soup. That's like just say
I'm
you just
getting.
making a chicken soup. Chicken soup.
I was just to
Tuscan.
say, is that's a fancy word to saying that? Chicken soup. But it's a Tuscan creamy chicken.
And he got to do all this for that?
Oh, you got to do all that.
You got to do all this for that.
Yeah, you got to do all that.
I don't understand. So this our kitchen. As you can see, when you come through the back, that's our kitchen. That's actually our what is chopping board, and that's where he does all the work at. Oh, what they want to know what because you know as a semi truck driver you don't have too many things on the truck. So what will you be cooking
But
this
I'm
Tuscan?
but I'm not the I'm just not the average. I got everything on the truck. So I don't know what you talking about.
Oh,
He ain't got I got everything on this bitch. Tell them people the truth.
he told got everything. How many seasonings you got on the truck?
About 100.
And I be mad as hell. Can't lie. 100 seasonings. If you need some season and y'all pass by us, we got it. I don't care what you need to season your food, we have it on the truck. I can't lie. I'm not gonna tell you no fib. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna
Get the
tell
people
you
out
nothing.
business, right? Get the
Oh,
people out business.
okay, well I get the people out the business. He ain't wanna be but look at my eyes. Look me in my eyes, can you feel my pain? See, this is what they don't tell you as a truck driver. We go through a lot, and one of them would be cooking with onions on the semi truck. And it's just like it's just hours. It's just
Come on, big
hours.
dollar. Come
Yes,
on,
and
big
it's
dollar.
still
That's it.
burning.
That's it, baby. I'm on bell peppers now, baby.
No, no, I'm definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. A word that makes me laugh.
Shit eater.
That-
See?
Hey, a
See?
word that makes me laugh. Shitty is very funny. A word that makes okay, so a word that makes me laugh. Ugly. Little ugly. A word that makes you laugh. That was a good question. I like that. You on route or looking for lanes? No, I'm actually I have a lane probably in the morning. Yep. No, we just had to get the truck situated. Y'all, because if y'all go look at my other videos and make sure y'all hit that notification bell if you do like the videos, if you like the content that I do put out. But if you scroll down, um, we was having problems with the RPMs accelerating, but luckily we got it fixed, you guys. So yeah, but all week we've been having like a little truck problem, but we got that issue taken care of, and we still was able to make it to our loads and drop them off. It's just that problem
Don't
with
forget that. They was able to make money.
oh yeah, we was able to make money. So it ain't like
Still.
we went,
Still.
broke down on the side of the road, but we
Still.
still was able to make money. But that's the thing people don't tell you.
Still.
When you're a truck driver, you anything bound to happen. Anything can really happen. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. You'll be surprised riding down the street. Like I
What
had a
just happened to
blowout.
you?
Oh, a week ago I had a blowout just out of nowhere. I'm doing 70
So
coming
blow out
on
on your
what
front tire.
70, and I had a blowout on my front steer tire, my front right passenger steer tire, and it was crazy. And he jumped up and was like, "Well, you ain't sound like that. That was me." But he shot that was like, "Man, slow down, slow down, slow down." My bad. I'm talking about he better. I was like, "Damn, that was crazy." Okay, so I was driving. I was driving, getting to my load, pushing it for time because, like I said, the issue I had been having was my RPMs. So for some reason, when we get a heavy load and certain area that we go to, we always seem like we got to pick up a heavy load to bring it back to Georgia, depending if they can't have us a U.S. postal load, and that's just case in point. So they're gonna find us a load, but it's a heavy load, and so with the heavy load, it felt like it was just pulling really bad. So our RPMs kind of like disconnected. It kind of was like, don't laugh at me. I feel like that when I tell my story, y'all have to understand. I'm a female and I'm not a mechanic, but I'm telling my story and this is how I feel. It was a heavy load. I'm driving, and the next thing I know, my poor little truck just couldn't take it no more. And it just started, the RPM started slowing down, and then with the RPM, it's like 10. It's like you can go between 10 and 15. If you go over 15, hey, hey, you keep on, you about to blow the engine. But no, that's not true. But the RPMs got to stay in between 10 to 15. You know that, right? Especially when you going fast and stuff like that there. And yeah, that's what happened. Then I just noticed that I could be driving, and then now to start slowing down to 58, slowing down to 30. I'm doing 30 miles per hour, and people's flying past me doing 70, 75. Hell, I was on the road on the highway, and they would have 80-mile provision for the cars. Man, that's embarrassing. I got to put my hazard lights on, and they just flying by me. That's what I don't like. I'm
You know
like,
what
hey,
pisses you off?
what?
I be chilling. I be
He say he be chilling. I
I
be
be
I
chilling. They
be
be pissed.
mad and it be slowing my process and it feel like for a trip that take out 8 hours, it felt like it takes 11 hours to me personally. When my RPMs ain't doing right,
They
yeah.
don't do it
So
the whole trip.
it don't do it the whole trip. I get that. It don't do it, but it kicks in and out. And we had a thing where we were just pulling to the side where he had a thing that it's only so much he can take by letting it go up and let it go down. And so he'll pull over, we'll cut the truck off. He taught me that. And then we'll cut the truck back up. But who wants to do that? Hell, who? wants to do that.
until you able to get to the
Hell,
mechanic shop, isn't it?
until you're able to get to the mechanic shop. But
But you
I
want to
agree.
call and get that bitch towed?
And you definitely don't want to get your truck towed because if you get your truck towed, you could have just been trying to make it to a truck stop. Let me tell you, we did. We did go to a truck stop. If y'all want to know the part of the story, hit that like button right now so I can tell y'all the part of the story. Just give me a heart right now and I will tell you this story. We did, first of all, it's so many things that have been happening this past 2 weeks because we did opt for the steer tire that blowed out. Correct. Now, somebody had to come out. Thank God we didn't have to get told. Normally, if you have to get told, that can start you off at 500 an hour. For these people, thank you. For these people to disconnect your what is it called, baby? Where they got to disconnect and to put you on their
Drive out.
the who? The drive
Drive out.
out. So they have to disconnect. This is crazy. They have to disconnect your drive out so to actually tow you if your truck ain't working. And that is that. So I can agree $500 an hour sound pretty steep to me.
Yeah, you fit it together.
Have your money together as a truck driver because they sure gonna tax you. And some people it can go up for $1,000 just depending. But anything,
That
any
man came out there, man. All we need, that man came out there. All we needed was the twist the Y back together. What that shit cost
wow,
like two or
28,
$1,300?
20 something.
It was 20 something
Yeah,
hundred.
it was 20 something hundred. The man came out there twisted some, and that was disrespectful because guess
Yeah.
what? They not only did they talk. Wait, first of all, you got to think that situation happened at the yard when you check in. As soon as you check in at the what that's called at the front, when you check in,
What was it?
it's
Second
trucks
shift?
behind you. You're checking in to the guard route. So if you check
To the
into
who?
the guard shack, I'm talking about the guard route to the guard shack. So you checking in at the guard shack and you got to cut the truck off. When you cut the truck off, the people got to hear you because if you when you pull out, your truck be loud. So out of respect, when the people finna check you in for your truck, trailer, all that, cut the truck off so they can hear you. Why we did that? I feel like that was the worst thing that he could ever did was cut that truck off. When he cut that truck off, the truck would not start.
That bitch ain't crack.
So that was one of the situations that we had to where somebody had to come to us. And all he had to do was twist this little the thing. The people charged him 20 something hundred. Repositioning winch charges in Nebraska talked to me 2 hours called they talked to him for 2 hours and charged him 35.23 last Wednesday. What you had to get told? What was the problem though? Because
Damn.
like I said, I just noticed that these past 2 weeks we've been having problems with our truck. Is it because of the weather changing? Because like they were saying, our tires supposed to be 100 what is it? Around 100 rotated all the way around tires,
PCI, yeah.
PCI. And when we got to the yard, they were like 80. Oh, a Sprinter truck. I want
Ah, shit. Who?
a Sprinter truck. That is dangerous.
It's a
That is
sprinter?
a Sprinter truck, 3523. I
You
don't
talking about the
understand that.
van?
The
The sprinter
van,
van?
he's saying the Sprinter truck.
What's a
So
sprinter
the
truck?
Sprinter truck is the Sprinter van. You just saying the Sprinter?
I'll just make sure I understand what he's saying.
Wait a minute, you saying the guy fell asleep and what? So basically, he fell asleep and crashed it. I can understand that part. I can understand that part. Now my thing
They
is,
must have to block traffic and all that out to
yeah, he
get it. So
probably
that's probably what happened. When they have to
talking about what
shut the
was
highways
the
off and all
highway
that
people.
shit.
Okay,
I'm just only speculating if they had to. That's when they use charge. They're like they charge you. They'll have to block that road off and do all that and make deter traffic,
right.
detour
But
traffic.
like I say, if I ain't got to call them, I'm not gonna call them. I'm gonna try to just push it. I'm gonna toot 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 toot. I'm gonna have them hazards on, but I'm gonna toot 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 toot. I'm a two-time make it to a truck stop. I don't give a damn, man. Or a rest area, because I just don't want to be on the side of that road. I feel like it's just so dangerous. We sat for that steel tire. We sat on the side of the road for about a good 2.5 hours, and that's the thing that people, like I said, that's the thing they don't tell you as a truck driver. If you break down, you can luckily luck up if somebody an hour away. But most of the times, 2.5 to 3 hours is insane. I'm not gonna lie. 2.5, 3 hours, you be on the side. But anyway, so after that happened, but not to mention, I had just left the TA and got my my tail tires. He finna get on me. I'm not a mechanic, but you know what I'm talking about. My tail tires on the passenger. What those called? I
Drive,
said
drive tires.
my drive. Axle tires. That's what those is. My drive axle tires in the back. He said drive tires. Anyway, I had to get two of them replaced. So I'm at the TA, got them replaced, and then this is what I'm saying. I got those two tires fixed. I get down the road, I'm gushing it. I'm pushing it. I'm talking about I'm pushing it. 70. Going around that curve, and then my steel tire say, boom, off shop because I said, I know I just left the mechanic shop. And I know I be telling them to check all my tires because
That was
that's
crazy,
just
man.
something that
You
I
had
don't
just left
want.
the mechanic shop.
I had just that's what I was saying. I just left the mechanic shop.
That was crazy, bro.
So um with that being said, that was like now I'm gonna be on the side of the road for 2.5 hours. So they charge you for storage. So okay, I can understand that. The release storage, yeah. I can understand that. That will cost that. It depends on how long you left it in there too. But if you ain't leave it but overnight, I don't know. I don't understand why you would charge that much. Damn, you bought me another thing of that.
No, you all that.
Oh, I can't even lie. These are one of my favorite, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you trying to like be on your little healthy thing. My baby bought me two. These bags cost $18, and they come with how many sticks? This bag right here, how many sticks? I ain't never know. Only come with 8 sticks. You like what? I'd rather get regular beef jerky, and I can get mine for the cheap. Well, because it's zero sugar. And if y'all
They
wondering
be
how I've been
nasty.
keeping my weight down, it's because I've been just trying to eat zero
People be
sugar things
nasty, bro.
and pretty much try to watch what I eat. But we're not here for that. We talked about the onions, but also the breakdown. So now, as I turned on that L, my eyes got better. I'm not gonna lie.
So your eyes got
I
better.
ain't gonna lie. When I turned on that L, my eyes got better. But back to this. So anyway, so after that, this one I'm having this problem. Oh no, because I still was having a problem before. The steer ties and all that got broke down. Right, we started having that little slow motion.
That's holding slim.
That slow just now. We started having that little slow motion. It felt like it was two bump beds back there. I'm talking about dragging that wagon. It was two bump beds back there dragging that wagon. Boy, that load was heavy. And
Yeah, that
was
little was hitting.
that load was heavy. It was like 43,000. But anyway,
Forty.
y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this content. I hope y'all
But
enjoyed
that
this
what the
video.
one the 44,000 pound load was better, wasn't it?
Nah,
The transport was
I
better.
don't think I like nothing that's heavy. Don't give
No,
me a
no,
heavy
I
load.
understand that. What I was saying was from the 43,000 pounds, it was like, damn, we ain't want to go get the 44. It
Right.
was like, nah, we ain't gonna get that. Find something else. But we eventually went to get it. What
Yeah.
I'm saying, the transport, it didn't feel as bad
Bad.
because the
It's how
truck
they
was,
loaded. It's probably what they had. I was gonna say sometimes you can have a heavy load and it's just how they position it,
yeah,
it makes it feel a lot
yeah,
better. And I
it does.
noticed that
Yeah, it's a
anytime
lot.
you got somebody that knows what they doing when they loading up your truck, it seems like it's I ain't
See,
gonna
they can
lie.
load your truck the wrong
They
way
can
and have your
load your
truck
truck up
pulling.
the wrong way and have your truck pulling.
Yeah,
And it's like you be like, what in the world? It's like it don't be making no sense to me because I know I done had heavy load. Where's my long cord at? Cause it seems like my
it's the number.
phone going dead. But y'all, these 2 weeks kind of I ain't gonna say it's been rough because I thank God that I've been waking up every day, being able to do what I do. And y'all see I've been posting a lot of content. So like I said, I hope y'all enjoy it because on the truck, I'm a semi truck driver, but off the truck, I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, and I like to rap. I like to do my content, and I like to post my content. And I know y'all like, man, hey, just continuously to focus on you. We love you. We love your husband. We like how y'all cook on the truck. I see that feedback. Y'all like how we cook on the truck, which I that's why we're doing it now. I told him I say he actually like took a break from cooking, but because he sees that I want to stay keep my weight down and things like that there, he wants to start back and plus, cause he don't like the food and all these food prices going up and all that. But his passion is cooking. It's just you gotta have a system when it comes down to cleaning your dishes. That's the main thing. We do have like a microwave. that has the air fryer and has the conventional oven. But it seemed like it just when we first got the gallon, I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like it was doing really, really well. But I feel like once you use I feel like you just need a conventional oven, like one of those. If we can find a conventional oven that actually have great, great power, because I hear you say that all the time. Well, babe, it's just gonna take 90. It's gonna take hours before it cook, right? That's what you tell me.
know what I? Yeah, this ain't. You ain't got that regular.
It's not. It's not. It's not powerful enough. So we do. So we do have what is it called? The Ninja, and the Ninja works really well. It's just you got to take that pot up out of there. Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoying this. Who is my top fans? I'm gonna definitely shout y'all out. Jimmer. If I get y'all names wrong, I apologize. But Jimmerate, movies and music. Bree Breeson and Sure 7130. Thank you for just supporting me and coming on, showing love, and thank you for the hearts that you did give me. Um, but like I know y'all like, well, how you get off topic? The topic was about that. But just to engage with you guys, I'm glad that y'all got on here. My name is Miss Dollar,
Champagne.
and we are a Truckee couple that loves to create memories, lifetime memories with you guys for y'all to, you know, enjoy us. Hope we support y'all. Y'all support us, and we just hope that we able to motivate you guys. And I'm out. Clock it.